God decided to flood the world, tasking one man with saving humanity. Why? God created man good, but generations later, humanity turned. Genesis states, "The Lord saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. The Creator watched his beloved creation grow corrupt and violent. It grieved his heart." Scripture says, "And the Lord said, I will destroy man whom I have created from the face of the earth, both man and beast, and the creeping thing, and the fowls of the air. For it repenteth me that I have made them." This was not anger, but the sorrowful decision of a perfect judge. Yet in this darkness there was one light. His name was Noah. Genesis 6:9 calls him a just man, perfect in his generations, who walked with God. In a world consumed by evil, Noah remained faithful, hearing his Creator and choosing righteousness. Picture Noah in his daily life. While others chase wealth and pleasure, Noah chose differently. Not sinless, but complete in his devotion, he walked with God in deep fellowship. And God noticed. Amidst humanity's rebellion, God found him. Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord, unmerited favor given by God's mercy. Then everything changed. God spoke to Noah. Imagine the Creator speaking directly to one man, revealing his plan for judgment and salvation. "The earth is filled with violence. I will destroy them with the earth." But then came the impossible command. God gave Noah a task that seemed utterly mad. "Make thee an ark of gopher wood, and shalt pitch it within and without with pitch." An ark. Noah lived nowhere near an ocean, tasked to build this enormous vessel on dry land. In a world that had never seen rain, Noah had never seen a storm, let alone a flood. God gave precise measurements. "The length of the ark shall be 300 cubits, the breadth of it 50 cubits, and the height of it 30 cubits. Roughly 450 feet long, 75 feet wide, 45 feet high. This was a monumental undertaking, and Noah said, yes, without argument or question. Genesis simply states, "Thus did Noah, according to all that God commanded him, so did he." Building the ark was just the beginning. God's next staggering command, "Of every living thing, 2 of every sort shalt thou bring into the ark, male and female, every species, from insects to mighty beasts, lions, lambs, eagles, sparrows." Noah became the world's first zookeeper, tasked with preserving all life. The logistics seemed impossible. Feeding lions and protecting lambs, gathering animals from every corner of the earth. But God's hand was at work. The animals came to Noah, as Scripture says. They went in unto Noah into the ark, 2 and 2. Wherein is the breath of life. They came willingly, supernaturally drawn. For 7 days, this incredible procession continued, a sight beyond imagination, a preview of the peaceable kingdom. On the 17th day of the 2nd month, it began. Genesis 7:11 describes it. All the fountains of the great deep broken up, and the windows of heaven were opened. This was no ordinary rain. Waters unleashed from above and below, the sky tearing open, pouring down torrents the world had never seen. For 40 days and 40 nights, the rain pounded the ark's hull. The rising waters lifted the massive vessel from the ground where it had sat for years. Noah, his family, and all the creatures felt the ark begin to float, becoming their entire world. Outside, their known world vanished. Cities, mountains, forests, all swallowed by the rising flood. Scripture tells us all the high hills were covered. Even mountains disappeared beneath the waters. The ark became the only safe place on earth. 8 people, and countless animals, floating above a world transformed into an endless ocean. 5 long months, floating in a world of water, no land in sight, no sign of receding waters. Imagine the faith required, the doubt that must have crept in during dark nights. Noah's mind must have been plagued. Did I hear God correctly? Will he remember us? But God did remember. Genesis 8:1 states, "And God remembered Noah and every living thing and all the cattle that was with him in the ark." God remembered not because he'd forgotten, but to act on his promise of salvation. And God made a wind to pass over the earth, and the waters assuaged. The same God who brought the flood now receded it. Slowly, the waters receded. The ark rested on the mountains of Ararat. Still, Noah waited, sending a raven, then a dove, searching for signs of life. Finally, after more than a year in the ark, God spoke. "Go forth from the ark, you and your family, and bring out every living creature to multiply upon the earth." Imagine that moment. The ark doors opened. The first breath of fresh air, a world washed clean. Animals streamed out, stepping on the solid ground, returning to a world made new. Noah's first act? He built an altar, offering sacrifices to the God who had saved him. His first thought was worship and gratitude for deliverance. The Lord smelled the sweet savor and said, "I will not again curse the ground or destroy all living things." This was grace upon grace. God, knowing man's heart would still be inclined toward evil, chose restraint, patience, and love. After the flood, God made a profound promise that echoes through the ages. He established a covenant with Noah, his descendants, and every living creature. Never again would he destroy the earth by flood. As a sign of this eternal promise, God placed his bow in the clouds, declaring it a token of his covenant with the earth. Every rainbow we see, especially after a storm, is a vivid reminder of God's enduring promise and boundless mercy. It signifies his faithfulness. Noah's story transcends judgment. It's a powerful narrative of salvation, one man's unwavering faith, and God's profound mercy. It speaks of new beginnings, second chances, and enduring hope for redemption. In a world mirroring Noah's, we find comfort. God still sees the righteous, honors faith, keeps promises, and offers grace to those who walk with him. The ark was Noah's salvation, but the rainbow is ours.